All right, y'all. So today I want to kind of talk about a movie, a topic, so to speak, that hasn't been talked about in a long time. That is, of course, we're talking about the 2022 canceled DC movie, which was Batgirl. The movie that famously was scrapped, even though it was already shot. Basically everything besides post production work was already done for the movie. And it was a pretty big deal at the time. Basically, Warner Brothers, I think from what I understand, they scrapped the movie because they figured the movie was already going to come to streaming. They probably wouldn't recoup a lot of their budget, and just basically decided to cancel the movie as a massive tax write off to save money. And they did this to other movies like Coyote versus Acme as well until that finally got changed. But recently, in recent news, an actor from the movie basically spoke to the public about the movie again, saying that from what he saw, it was great, it was phenomenal, and basically expressed a hope similar to Coyote versus Acme, who was also a movie that was initially canceled for a tax write-off, but that movie actually will get released soon. So he's hoping that a similar situation will happen to Batgirl. My quick thoughts on this. Like I said before, I wasn't really too excited for Batgirl hugely. I felt like I was really excited for it, but I wasn't thrilled. I mean, this movie would have came out during the old DCEU continuity, and like I said, there would have been a lot of really interesting things. I still advocate though for this film's release. I don't think this film would have changed cinema, so to speak, but at the same time, this film was probably not nearly as bad as like other movies that they were saying this movie was. Like, oh, this movie was apparently so bad, it was unsalvageable. I doubt that. That was probably just all PR to basically make the excuse for Warner Brothers to make the tax write off. I do advocate for this movie's release. I think maybe from what we see behind the scenes, it looks and sounded pretty decent, to be honest. I mean, I don't think this movie would have been a great, but it would have been at least a decent, solid DC film about Batgirl, a film that a character we've never really gotten too much exploration on in film. I would have loved to see more Michael Keaton as Batman, who would have appeared in this movie. J.K. Simmons as Jim Gordon also would have showed up. That would have been pretty cool. And I mean, Brendan Fraser in a DC comic book movie, that sounds pretty insane. I mean, hey, shout out to Firefly, right? And, like I said before, I just would have liked to seen this movie and give it a shot. So hopefully one day it gets a release. Hopefully, maybe I'll even advocate for like a leak of this movie. Maybe this movie will get leaked on the internet, which maybe it will happen. Who knows? Maybe this lost media will be found one day. I'm not sure if it will get released, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, that's my quick thoughts on his comments and the overall situation about Batgirl. Alright, y'all. Hopefully, you have a good day and peace, y'all.